Hello students, welcome back to second part of 8th session on branch accounting. In this session we are concentrating on preparation of branch account under debtor system when goods are sent at invoice price. We have already solved one problem on it. Now we are moving toward second problem. This problem was discussed not in detail particularly in last session. Let me discuss in detail in this session. S Limited operate a branch at Coorg. Goods are sent at cost plus 20%. Cost plus 20% means we should assume cost as 100. 100 plus 20% of 100 is 20 rupees. 120 will become invoice price. So 120 is invoice price, 100 is cost price. Difference between invoice price and cost is known as profit or load. Load is 20%. Branch is advised to deposit cash every day to head office and all payments are made by head office. This sentence says that branch is dependent branch except petty cash which are met by branch manager. Means petty cash expenses are paid by branch manager, not by the head office. From the following information, prepare branch account. With the information given below, we need to prepare branch account in the books of head office, that is S Limited. So first we have information about opening stock, opening petty cash, opening debtor, opening furniture. How we will record? Branch account debtor to branch stock, to branch debtors, to branch petty cash, to branch furniture. In this branch stock 30,000 indicates invoice price because goods are sent at invoice price. All transaction given in the problem relating to goods are at invoice price. This should be taken care of. The next one is total sales. Total sales need not to be recorded anywhere. Cash sales, so means goods sold on cash basis by branch. Whenever goods were sent at cash, that cash should be immediately remitted to head office. Journal entry, when the head office receives it, bank account debtor to branch account, under that cash sales 57,000. Then what is that? Cash from debtors. So whenever whenever branch collects cash from debtors, it must be immediately submitted to remitted to head office. Journal entry, bank account debtor to branch account. So under that we have already recorded cash sales. Now collection from debtors 57,000 must be recorded. So then goods sent to branch. Whenever goods sent, journal entry is branch account debtor to goods sent to branch account. It must be at invoice price. It is at invoice price 1,60,000. Discount allowed. So discount allowed is not relating to what? Transaction between what and what? Head office and branch. It is between branch and its customer. It will directly create impact on closing data, but it will not be recorded anywhere in branch account directly. Closing, it creates impact on closing debtors. While preparing memorandum branch debtors account, we need to consider it. We need not consider it while preparing branch account. Then petty expenses 720. These expenses are met by whom? Branch manager. So branch manager was having opening cash of 600. He met expenses of 720. Means he incurred 120 rupees extra. From where? He is not spending his own cash. How he will spend? He will spend this 120 rupees extra from cash sales or from cash collected from debtor. Means his remittance get reduces by 120. So that's why when you record remittance as bank account debtor to branch account, under which we record cash sales and collection from debtor, we need to deduct 120 rupees because he cannot pay out of his pocket. He need to pay out of cash. He receives from cash sales and he receives from debtors. So 120 is deducted. So because expenses incurred by branch manager will not be recorded anywhere, petty expenses, but it creates impact on closing stock. But here the question of closing stock of petty cash will never arise because he was having opening stock of 600, spent 720 extra. If he spent 500 rupees, 100 will become the closing stock. This 500 nowhere appears, but he has spent 720. 720 nowhere appears, but 120 creates impact on remittance from branch to head office because he has spent more than what he was having. He cannot pay out of his pocket. Then goods returned by branch. When goods were sent, what's the journal entry? Branch account debtor to goods sent to branch. Reverse is the journal entry for goods returned. So goods sent to branch account debtor to branch account 2,000. Then salary due. So this is salary due on when? 31st December. This is value of closing asset because closing liabilities. Outstanding salary, outstanding expenses is liability. So it is on 31/12 means closing liability. How we record opening liability? Branch liabilities account debtor to branch account. How we record closing liability? Reverse. Branch account debtor to branch liability. So, journal entry branch account debtor to outstanding salary account 800. So, next one, payment made by head office for rent 4,800, for salary 8,400, and for that's all. So, it means that much cash is sent by head office to branch, journal entry branch account debtor to bank account, under that for rent 4,800, for salary 8,400. Because all expenses except petty cash was met by head office. There is one more thing. Here you just see. Furniture bought on 1/7/2019, 3,600. How furniture will be bought? By making the payment. Means for that also cash will be sent by head office. So journal entry, branch account debtor to bank. Under that rent, salary and even for furniture 3,600. Try to understand. This will not be recorded. Furniture bought will not be recorded anyway. But amount spent by head office to purchase furniture will be recorded. Did you get my point? So under what is that? To bank, particularly branch account debtor to bank. So rent, salary and furniture. So try to understand. The next thing is stock on 31/12. So what's the journal entry? Branch stock account debtor to branch account. Bills receivable on 31/12. So bills receivable account debtor to branch account 4,000. Sale of furniture. It will not create any impact on directly on branch account. It will create impact on furniture. Purchase of furniture and sale of furniture will not create any impact directly on branch account. But purchase of furniture can be made only when cash is sent. So that's why by recording cash sent by head office to branch, that should be taken care of. Then right of furniture at 10% depreciation per annum. We never take that depreciation aspect directly in branch account. It will create impact on branch furniture. So that we will see later. So we have not yet completed. We recorded closing stock. We recorded closing bills receivable. We need to record closing petty cash, but closing petty cash is not there. We need to record closing furniture. How to calculate closing furniture? So book value of furniture on 1/1/2019 4,000. Book value of furniture sold on 1/7/2019, that we need to calculate. See, when you look at the problem, book value on the date of sale is 1,900. Book value on the date of sale indicates that what it indicates? That indicates a book value at the beginning minus depreciation till that date. So that is the book value 1,900. Try to understand. So that's why what we have to calculate is what is the exact book value on 1/7/2019. So sale of furniture 1,800. It means sale value 1,800 represent furniture sold after charging depreciation. It means 1,800 represent 90. 100 minus 10 is 90. Then what is 100? It gives us book value. So 100 will become how much? 1,800 represent 90. 100 will become how much? 2,000. So 2,000 book value of furniture sold should be deducted. We will arrive at book value of remaining furniture plus book value of furniture purchase should be added. So the total value of furniture will become 5,200. From that we need to deduct what is that? Depreciation on remaining furniture 2,000. Depreciation on new furniture 160. 2,000 on 2,000 10% means 200. So 3,000 on 3,200 10% for 6 months will become 160. Totally 360. Closing stock of furniture will become 4,840. So that must be recorded. Journal entry furniture account debtor to branch account 4,840. So then we are preparing branch account under debtor system when goods are sent at invoice price. When goods are sent at invoice price, all 4 transactions relating to goods will be recorded at invoice price. So there will be load. First we have to identify load in goods. Opening stock, journal entry stock reserve account debtor to branch account. So to 30,000 represent 120. What is 20 means 5,000. Then load in goods sent. Goods sent to branch account debtor to branch account 1,60,000 represent 20. sorry, 120, what is 20 means 26,666.67. Then load in goods return, journal entry branch account, debtor to goods sent to branch account, 2000 represent 120, what is 20 means 333.33. So then we need to we need to identify load in closing stock. So journal entry branch account debtor to stock reserve account. So there is a load to the extent of 4,000, that is 24,000 represent 120. What is 20 means 4,000. So there will be a profit to the extent of 29,393.34. that should be transferred to general profit and loss account. Here I forget to write to general profit and loss account. You write to general profit and loss account 29,393.34. So this is all about preparation of branch account in the books of head office when goods are sent at what price? Invoice price. So far we solved 3 problems, 3 or 4 problems under debtor system when goods are sent at cost, 2 problems on debtor system when goods are sent at invoice price. Next session onwards we are moving towards stock and debtor system. Additional problems on sending goods at invoice price will be solved later. So that's all. Thank you.